What is up, Toga Peeps? Tuperius coming at you with my very first Black-White Standard match versus Blackspottedzebra. Link will be in the description. Check him out. He's an awesome battler. And this is in 2x speed because there was a really stally part of this match. So let's check it out, shall we? I'm going to lead with an Empoleon, and he's going to lead with a Politoed, which is obvious Drizzle lead, which sucks. So he's going to switch out right off the bat and go into his Tangrowth, looking for a little bit better switch up. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks because Stealth Rocks are good, and I have the Ice Beam, so I'm just going to Ice Beam away. And he's going to set up the Leech Seed on me, and I'm just going to stay in here despite the Leech Seed to see what he's going to go into, and just go for another Ice Beam in case he over-predicted early in the match. But he goes into Rotom Wash form, aka Maytag, the washy bitch itself. And I'm going to go out into my Kingdra, who has Swift Swim, which is an awesome ability to have on a random Pokemon on a non-weather team, simply because of the fact that so many other teams are running weather. It's ridiculous. So he Hydro Pumps, I Dragon Pulse because I'm completely special based. And I'm just going to continue to spam the Dragon Pulses here, because that's what this Kingdra does. It's purely special. The only two attacks on it, as you will see, are Surf and Dragon Pulse. And the main play of this Kingdra is to bait in Doryuzu and or Excadrill, depending on who you are. Epic 1 hit point survive there. And I'm going to rest off here, because that's what this thing does. This is a Resto Chesto Kingdra, which is awesome if you can manage to either A, the opponent set up weather for you, or B, like I was talking earlier about the Doryuzu / Excadrill, if you can bait an Excadrill in to try and set up a Swords Dance, this Kingdra carries Rain Dance, which just poops all over Doryuzu's parade. Now, here's where it starts going downhill for me. This is obvious 2-hit KO on this Electabuzz, and stupid me wasn't paying attention and checking out the damage. I thought, oh, I can take 2 Thunders from this thing. But unfortunately for me, I cannot, and this, my friends, spells the beginning of the end. So, unfortunately for me, that's the end of my Kingdra, which is pretty much the fastest Pokemon on my team in Rain. And I'm going to set out my Medicham here, and I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt, because I know he's probably not going to stay in to take a high jump kick. And, judging by what I saw of his team in the very beginning, Zen Headbutt is going to do moderate damage to anything that comes in. And unfortunately for me, it isn't quite enough to KO here. And he's going to take me out with the Hurricane. So down goes my Medicham, which makes me sad. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know Captain Ridley, otherwise previously known as Pokemon Trainer Ridley, Dr. Zatu, etc., etc., on YouTube, but he single-handedly created this team for me. I gave him a few parameters that I wanted to use because he's so much more familiar with this metagame than I am. And he put this team together for me. Question of the day is, after seeing this team, just give me a quick rate. Even though I get destroyed by this Stockpile Pelipper, spoilers guys, just give me a quick rate on the team. It doesn't have to be in depth. If you think one Pokemon would be good in place of another one, just let me know. And this Pelipper is going to single-handedly destroy the rest of my team because of my poor play. And this was actually not my first run-through with this team. I had one battle previous to this where it did a slight bit better because I didn't do such terrible play. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. The only thing I really don't like about this team is its huge lack of speed. But that's alright. And here you're going to see what I'm talking about making misplays. Oh, not actually. Not a misplay there. It's just bad luck. I think he survived there with like an epic 2 hit point survive. which is very unfortunate for me. And I think this entire match he's paralyzed for like 10 turns and ends up with one turn of one or two turns of paralysis. I can't remember. We were just lulling so hard at this Pelipper poning my nutsack, it wasn't even funny. But yeah, bad play on my part there. I should have just left Darkwing Duck out to die, my Haunch Crow, but unfortunately I switch in my Nidoking, who has T-Bolt, and would outrun that thing and probably kill even after the 2 stockpile setups. But he Hydro Pumps on my switch, which freaking sucked and just destroyed. And this is a really stully part of the match right here, because we're just exchanging shots back and forth. And I'm really kicking myself in the nutsack right now, because I have Toxic on this Empoleon, which is generally my lead. And unfortunately, he's paralyzed, which I said doesn't really help me in the long run. I mean, he's paralyzed for like 1 or 2 turns. I mean, he's gotten one already, and I think another one's on the way. But, I mean, aside from that, Pelipper's already slower than a Box Rocks. I don't know what I was thinking trying to paralyze it, when I could have Toxic'd it and just stalled its ass out. But unfortunately for me, I was too noob to do that. But anyways. So, yep, like I said, we're just exchanging shots, and he's going to crit me there with a Hydro Pump, which probably really didn't matter because he would have won the battle with leftovers and Rain Dish up. He's recovering an insane amount, and I just send Darkwing Duck out here, and I'm just praying at this point for a crit, because that's what I'm going to need to take him out. But unfortunately for me, that's not going to happen. I guess I'll just explain to you guys some of the pokes I had on my team that you really didn't get to see. Empoleon, you pretty much got to see everything of. Nidoking, I mean, standard Sheer Force set with Life Orb. The only difference I think it has compared to the standard one that I've seen is Sucker Punch, which is a lovely move, and you got to see everything on my Haunch Crow except for the Sucker Punch. It's a Moxie Haunch Crow, and the first match I had with that, I nearly swept a team. I could have swept a team with it if I wasn't a retard, and you'll see that after I battle A Amazing, because A Amazing is going to be the second battle. Those of you who are wondering if I spoke earlier about a contest that Blackspottedzebra won, he actually co-won it with A Amazing. It was my 100k subspecial submissions. What they did was they said one thing they like about me, one thing they didn't like about me, and yada yada, and they both did an excellent job at that, so you should go check that video out. I may make it a video response to this just so you can check it out with ease, because I know you guys like things easy, which is why you like me, because nothing is easier than the top, let me tell you what. So, but Toga peeps, that's pretty much all she wrote. Good game, Zebra, Blackspottedzebra. You 4-0'd me. You're a great battler. You guys should check him out. Rate, comment, and subscribe this video. Question of the day, like I said, give me a quick run over on my team. Check out my opponent. Once again, he's an awesome guy, awesome battler, and he's funny as heck. Alright guys, it's been 2Pierce. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out.